Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome back after an extended amount of time since I didn't stream on Tuesday to Captain of Industry. It's been since Saturday since we last played this on stream. I mean, I've been in the game a couple times, kind of letting it run, letting some mining happen. I'll show you what I've got accomplished, and then we can get back into the settlement work, especially the farm-based work, and go from there. So, hey Marshall, welcome. Thanks for claiming first, and also telling me to wear the straw hat. Let's get started out fast, huh? Alright, so let's switch into the game, which has disappeared on me. Come on. And let's see. So Cole has done some decent amount of work here. We're down to the last real little bit on this level, and then we'll have to dig down a whole nother level. We're maintaining pretty well with three small excavators and 6 trucks, so I'm leaving it there. They do have to every once in a while come up here and stop, but for the most part they're kind of maintaining a pretty good level there. Copper is expanding, and I do have the auxiliary troop over here, mostly working on dirt and a little bit of rock, trying to bring the level down here. While the main troop here of copper is 2 big miners, which is way overkill, but that's fine. They'll get there eventually. Iron is coming along as well. I started having these guys mine over here a little bit to kind of get rid of some of this sand. After they do that, I think I'll have them work this way, kind of across, or maybe have them come in from this side and across. Eventually we need to wall this area off right here, but for right now it's okay. I'm kind of making it into a ramp, as you can see here, so it's okay. We'll straighten that out eventually. They are still filling in some of this hole that we dug for the sand, just to get rid of the sand, because we also have a ridiculous amount coming from this collection that we're doing over here to remove this entire sandbar. It started out over here, and it kind of went all the way around like that, so we've gotten, I don't know, 2/3 of it out of there, maybe a little bit more. And I'm also starting to fill in some of the dirt, some of the random dirt from the base into here. And the reason for this is, I think I would eventually like to have this kind of be a little bit squared off here. And so I'm kind of giving it a little bit of a head start by just using some of the dirt to dump here, while I'm also having them dump it down here. We can actually do a little bit of pruning here. And then, let's see, let's do that. And then we can take this out a little bit more. I like to keep that one space gap between the dumping and the mining zone. That's just so that the dumping doesn't overflow into the mining zone. Otherwise, you'll have them dumping and mining the same stuff over and over again. So that's a good idea to keep, especially this. If you're going too many levels apart, you want to make that gap at least 2. But for 1 to, I don't know, 3 or 4 levels, I think you're okay with 1. You'll notice when you need the second one. Don't worry. So you can see they're dumping up here. We have a ridiculous amount of sand stored up. I just keep putting down big sand buckets, and they keep filling them up. I do have a couple of slow belts connecting them like this, here and here. And for now, that's okay. Yes, exactly, an endless cycle. And welcome, Joe. Good to see you. So, and then limestone is doing stably again. But I think what I'm going to do with limestone, because this actually needs to come out this far and maybe even further. Yeah, even further, actually. That only covers to here. We actually need to come way out here for limestone in order to get this bit here. So I think what I'm going to do for limestone is probably stop mining this and instead move up here to taking out this mountain, and then having them and then setting up a new concrete maker somewhere, probably right where this ramp template is. We were talking about potentially, I think we were talking about, maybe I was doing this off camera, potentially putting in a ramp for the limestone. Oh dear God, Calidor, and welcome. In somewhere in here, put the ramp in so that we can get down to this mine, and then we'll also need to put a ramp in somewhere up here, which I can't remember if we talked about or not, but I think somewhere in this general area would be good, and that can actually service both the copper and the iron, or the limestone and the iron, if we put it in the right spot, or maybe over here even would be good. Maybe. We'll have to see where that fits, how that would fit. We'll figure it out. You're down to 6.3 thousand planet or meteorites. Oh. Oh. Well, yeah, especially because you aren't able to come all the time, so you don't get to lurk, let alone chat. So you don't earn for those reasons. Let's see. And I think I cut that one in half too, didn't I? No, maybe I didn't. I'll take that one down some. 3,000 is a lot. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think you can. I think that's probably like an anti-bot type of thing. Hushholdning separat. Hushholdning separat. That's true, Galadorn. You could do that. I didn't say separate. I said separat. Separat? It depends on where the oh, it's apparat. I see. Okay, the S is the conjunction letter again. Right. I put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. I forgot about the S being the conjunction letter, so it's Hushholdningsapparat. How close is that? You're officially impressed. Well, eventually, I'm either going to learn this, or I'm going to die trying. Is it... It's not ooh, it's not who, it's... Is it Hushholdings? Oh, it is who. Hush... Is it Hushholdings? Not Hushholdings? Hushholdings apparat. Okay. I went with the SH as in English, as always, so that's, or as I would default to, I should say. So that's the problem right there. Ugh. Eventually I'll learn all the I'll learn the various sounds of all the various letters and remember them from time to time. All right, let's see what we got here. Oops.
It's darn close to what you said. Hushholdningsapparat. Which is darn close to what you said.
Hushholdningsapparat. S is a conjunction junction, yes. I wasn't sure if that first S was a conjunction or if it's 3 words or 2. That's and yeah, guessing as to what it is. Oh. Okay, so it is just 2 words. Or is it? Kind of. I mean, we would call it, I finished them. It is actually 3, yeah, but it's funny because the first 2 are, it's household appliances, by the way, which happens to be written here on the screen. Yeah, and in English, words 1 and 2 are a conjunction word too, so, because, yeah. So that's why I said it's only 2 words, but then I thought about it, I was like, oh no, actually that's 3 words, because we join words together sometimes too. Okay, so that was the mining cleanup. It is conjugated. Yeah, we conjugate words. We conjugate words all the time. Where do you think we learned it from? We learned it from the German. Right. Well, it's more like household because it's stuff that your house holds. Stuff that's held in your house. So that's why it's household. So it is a conjunction word for the same reason. From the Germanic, it's just we don't do it as often in English as is done in most or all other Germanic languages. I guess probably all other Germanic languages, right? I'm assuming the Swedes do it and the Danes do it just as much as the Norwegians do, even if you don't want to admit it. And I know the Dutch do it a lot, based on what Quad and TZ have said. So, oh yes. Yeah, I figured. I figured it was all kind of similar. But yeah, we had to get it from somewhere. We kind of just let it fall out of style a little bit as we incorporated other languages and it became English instead of Anglo-Saxon. So it's kind of a hybrid thing, I guess, right? So up here, we have farms planned. We need to finish getting water up here, which is what we left off the last time. Archai, spoken in Dagestan, and derive up to 1.5 million and change forms from a single verb root. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, kings and such intermarried their children between everywhere in Europe for generations upon generations, eons even. So it was a common thing. No one's gonna prove you wrong on that one, Marshall. But that's English. Like that's all of us. That's not just American English. We just make up our own words all the time. That's all. So I think we'll finish the water pipe here. Is Estonian another Uralic language? Like Finnish and Hungarian? Makes sense, because they're who the Slavs kind of bumped up against as the Slavs came north into Poland and Slovakia and those countries. So depending on how the language is settled, then you end up with with countries where you have a pocket of a certain type of language bumped up against the pocket of another type of language, and you don't even really know how it all came together. Okay, water. So we have a lot. 240 seawater coming in. We're processing all 240 into whatever 4 times 48 is, 192, plus 96 brine. We need to take those out. We need to dump some of that into a boiler to return some steam here. How much steam do we need? 12 times 4 is 48. How much steam do the boilers make? Do I have boilers left? I don't have any boilers left. All right, fine. Do we want to do a gas boiler or a coal boiler? They'll make 48, so that's perfect. Either way. The problem with the gas boilers is, what are we going to make it out of? We could potentially eventually make it out of ethanol. If we had a surplus of fuel here, or a surplus of whatever here, like corn or something, we could burn ethanol and or fuel gas made from, or even hydrogen, made from locally supplied materials, leftover corn, leftover whatever. That's a possibility. Hydrogen comes down from fuel gas and more steam, so that may not be a good idea because we'd have to get the fuel gas anyway. What showed up beside my head? What showed up beside my head and seemed sus? Oh, sus did? Yeah. It'll do that. It'll do that. Is it still putting the hats on things? On emotes, or was I just not just noticing weird? Yeah, Halloween's over with. Or is that a pilgrim hat? That might have been a pilgrim hat. Could be witch hat. Could have been a witch hat. Could have been a pilgrim hat. It's hard to tell. My preview window for the stream was much smaller than like full screen. It had the witch hat on them, so I can't really tell what the emoji you're wearing on the little stream preview window. It's not like full screen or as big as this stream. Oh yeah, that is a witch hat. Yep. So we could do fuel gas potentially, although I don't think you can turn any organic material into fuel gas, can you? Isn't it all? Oh yeah, you can. Fuel gas and compost for things like, for all this stuff. So either your... Ooh, sludge. Where does the sludge come from again? Oh yeah, it's the output from the wastewater treatment plants. Right now I'm turning it into fuel gas, I think, somewhere here. And compost. Here? Yeah, that's what I'm doing with it. So I am turning it into fuel gas, and I'm shipping that fuel gas up there to get used or burned off.
I'm filled.
Thank you. Is that a... who? Yeah. Definitely need to chew through more of this biomass, though. Holy crap. I mean, they're slowly chewing through it, but if I'm going to set this up, I need to definitely have more mixers chewing through it, because we're producing more than we need. Or I need to balance it better. That could be too. So we could turn, if we have any surplus food, we could turn potatoes, vegetables, wheat, and meat trimmings into fuel gas plus compost. We could turn some of it into ethanol. That's sugar and corn. And then I think we can turn cooking oil plus ethanol into diesel, which doesn't actually help because that just gives diesel, which we don't actually want here. We want to have hey Ontario, welcome. We would want to have something else. Yeah, I know I need more hats. I keep thinking about buying some, but then I just haven't. I need a TTS command. I don't know about that. That seems dangerous with Calidorns lurking around here. So I think it's time to bring in some fertilizer, finish up this water, although fertilizer is actually struggling too right now. Dang it. I need more chute. Definitely need more chute. Well, we're building chutes all we can. All right, so...
Shoot.
Exactly. So I think what we're going to do is work on this water some more. We'll start with a coal boiler, I think, because we can just haul the coal up here. And then we can go.
Oh, I didn't
there.
say that. I wouldn't agree, or I would not.
Oh, jeez, oh, Pete's. Yeah, that's good. Put the salt up there. This water can come out like this, and then split into that. We could do We could connect things like this or like this. Actually, we can't do it like that, so we're going to do it like this. Like that. All these need to come up here. R. Pirate key. R. And then those will connect down. Steam's going to come out here. Actually, I need to go up to that point. Then we'll go all the way across to here. No, all the way to here. This one's already here. I didn't notice it because that one was already placed there. 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 And here. That looks right. We, of course, need to have an exhaust here. Just going to put a little one in because that's all we need. And then we'll have to put in a bucket to bring in some coal, but I'll wait for that one, I think. Now, I'll put the bucket in here, but I'm not going to set it up completely yet because I don't know if this is exactly where we're going to want it. So we'll just put it in, and we'll have it there for later setup. I may want to pull it back somewhere else kind of thing. Let's see. Say you're fine, but not really meme. Do I know what that is? Probably. Okay, so the rest of the water, once we go in here, actually no. Let's do, let's put a splitter here, balancer here. Oh. We can prioritize to make sure that we get enough water here to get enough steam, otherwise this locks up and stops working. So we definitely need to have that. The rest of the water can go in here to the colony, I think, and into watering the crops. Gabble reminds you of that? Alright, this will go this way. And then any other water we need beyond this will have to get pulled out of the ground, which is fine. I don't know how much water they're going to need for the colony. I won't know exactly until we have the whole colony built. Right now we are using 133. So obviously, well, actually not obviously, but we're going to have 192 minus 48. So 144. So that might be enough for the colony, or might not. We may have to pull some out of the ground for that. Or we could set up some water catchers as an alternative, some rainwater harvesters, to pull out some more, to get some more water to kind of supplement anything here. The problem with those is where to put them. Maybe up here where I'm squaring this off would be a good place to put them, but we can decide that later. I'm going to put in another pipe balancer here, just to make sure that we can prioritize the water to the colony. I guess I got to put the pipe in first, don't I? R. There we are. There. And then we'll take that up here to use it however we can up here. We did plan to put in a bunch of pumps up here for the water supplies. Each thing is going to need a varying amount of water. Between 40 and 60. No. 34 for poppies. And 60 water. But that's per minute. I wasn't counting the green manure because that's only for fertilizing, and I may not actually bother doing that. I guess we could, but we can decide as we do it. So I may end up with some water catchers here just so that I don't deplete the reservoir here. Because right now we have 18,000 in this reservoir, and a lot of it's not gonna replace very fast. So we could easily pull too much out of there. So much so that I might even consider putting the dirt. I shouldn't do that way. I may like square this off to here and then bring it back out again and square it down to there. or something along that line, as we, kind of work on this. It kind of just depends on what we come up with here. I just want to keep doing this so that they try to put some of the dirt down here instead of putting it all up there, but I don't know if that's going to actually work or not, because I think it's a distance thing mostly from here, so they're gonna kind of work on the stuff that's closest. Although then, if that was the case, you would think they would have filled this in by now, so maybe not, or maybe not entirely anyway. Okay, so that should take care of water. We need to also deal with the wastewater. And the wastewater is going to have to be processed the same way. Oh, that's right. That goes into the water for the facility too. We're going to deal with the wastewater the same way as we did it here. So we're going to have to make some chlorine from the from the brine. In order to do this, we'll have to bring in the materials for the filter media. That's sand, rock, and something else that's missing here. Coal. No, rock's missing. Rock is missing. Oh. That means we need to pull some more rock out of something. Because we're not getting enough into this bucket or into this bucket to maintain what we need here and here. You can see we're totally out. Totally out. So, I mean, we can pull rock out of kind of anywhere. We can knock down a mountain for that matter. I mean, we've done it before. Just a matter of which mountains to knock down and where to steal a miner from to do it with. I do want to continue taking down this mountain, so maybe we could just knock down that mountain. How are you guys doing over here, by the way? You're nearly done with the dumping here. We're going to have to deal with expanding this out at some point to allow them to dump more. But I think I'm going to end this corner here and then come back here a bit before we start again. Just so we don't push this all the way out here into the middle of the ocean. Because eventually the game will stop letting us. You can kind of see right here I'm getting into a sticky spot where I can't move the screen anymore. And I think that means that we're getting to the point where we're gonna hit the edge of the map. So I want to bring that corner back a little bit. And I do want to steal a miner rather than making another one, because we already have miners that really aren't being utilized fully. These guys aren't doing too bad in terms of surplus. These guys are good as well. They're waiting because they're producing too much. It might be the easiest thing to just steal one of these three from the sand. Where else do we have a possible excess of miners, though? That's probably, honestly, it. Maybe here as well. Now I only have two there. Oh, they lost this too. Oopsie. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. No. How did that break? Oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that either. How did that break? So now I need to fix it. Wait, yes. How? There, I guess? Yeah, that's where it is. Then this goes here. Yep. And then that one goes there. Yep. Let's clean that up. And then you can go back to dumping stuff around. Wonder how that broke. It shouldn't have. That's the weird part. That wall, we're going down to -3 from... Oh, wait. I went too far. I went down 6. Uh-oh. Cancel. That's not good, Wally. Not good at all. I went down too far. You go too far. Go back up. Like that. Nope, I dug too deep. Like the dwarves in Moria, I dug too deep. Yep, dug it out too deep. One level too deep. That's what happens. One of these days, you'll learn. +3 minus 5 is -2, not -3. Don't check my math, though. Then I need to do something slightly different here, I think, because they're going to need a ramp. Like that, maybe? Is that? Maybe. 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 But yeah, dug it out too deep, and it broke. Alright, so that's fine. Now they can dig this out, and they can come back up here and dump this in. Sorry, folks. Oh, we filled it all in now. Well then, let's... No, I don't want to do that either. Let's just add a little bit more to this then. Yeah, I know, it's a little bit wonky in here. It's not entirely good, but I think because most of it's sand, or sandy, then it'll be okay, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think. Maybe I even need to add a little bit of a ramp here with some sand. I think those are all ramps, all 5 of those. Those are the ones that I wanted to make sure were ramps. It's there. It's just the green screen software is chewing on it. I need to do this. So they will dump the sand down there. Okay. Saved by that. We're stuck again, though. We are totally stuck again. Let's see. Not you. This one for now. Build those. And then also build this. Yeah, just not into it, unfortunately. I wish I did too, because there's a lot more of those types of games than there are of these. On the other hand, the replayability in some of those types of games is basically 0 anyway. So maybe you get what you get. Alright, so rock was our problem though. We are getting a little bit of rock from here, so they'll dump it into here. It'll get sent down, and it will be okay here with this. That's what we started with, and then we got all distracted. They'll get enough rock here to keep going, I think. I could enable... I did have the sand recipe enabled. How did I do that? Oh, I must be allowing them to import. So we are still processing the wastewater. We're just using sand when we have to. I could always put that bypass in as a safety measure if we wanted. But otherwise, we're just going to have to make sure we have a supply of rock and sand at all times to make these filtration things. So we're going to have one of these going again, or still, depending on how you look at it. It will come in. Let's see. The wastewater is there. The water comes out there. The chlorine comes in there. What else are we going to use the saline for? I don't remember. Besides the chlorine? Something. Salt. Right. Duh. We need salt for making the meats and the snacks and stuff. So bring the wastewater out, up and over somehow, plug it into this. The backwash water will come out from here and go into there. The sludge will come out from here and go somewhere. That's got to go into these types of things. Where are we at? These anaerobic thingies. We produce 36 sludge. These things will chew on 12 and produce fuel gas and compost. I don't know if this will be enough fuel gas for the boiler for this, but what we could do here is we could actually have both a coal boiler and a fuel gas boiler here. And we could put a pipe balancer on it and prioritize so that the fuel gas boiler steam was used first. And then the coal boiler was used after that. We could also just burn biomass or animal feed here too, which is an idea because we're going to have biomass coming out of this, but I would still rather use the biomass probably for making fertilizer, maybe, or maybe I don't care. I mean, I have to bring coal up here anyway to make the filters. So we need a filter. That's here, filtration media. So we have to have coal anyway for that. And those go in here someplace. We can always put in the bypass to allow sand to go in there too. Not the settling tank. What are those things called? Let's go grab one. Anaerobic digester. We need 3 of these. I'm just going to put them down for right now. Because we also have to fit in here something to make salt. We have 96 saline to deal with. We need to make chlorine, and we need to make salt. Chlorine is made in an electrolyzer from brine. If that were to run constantly, that would consume 36 of our brine. I don't think we need that much chlorine. In fact, we're only going to need to have 16 chlorine. I think, because I think the only other use for chlorine here is in the chemical plant. Yeah, because that pipe is solid all the way to this point. It goes into that, and it continues up here. And we're using it to make plastic, and we're using it to make graphite. So both of those stay over here with the refinery stuff. So in that case, this chlorine, we are only going to need to have the chlorine for this, which is at most 16. So we're only going to use about 24 brine. 2/3 of that recipe. And we're making 4 times that, so the rest of that brine can go into salt. Salt in the evaporation pond from brine means we could evaporate up to 3 of these, which I think should be good. Oh crap, we are actually using too much salt, but this is using salt to make glass as well as meat, so a dad joke from Ontario Gardener. Alrighty. Let me put down 3 of these before I get that far, just so that I can remember what we're talking about here. I have to move it slightly here. Somewhere else. Over there, maybe. That's fine. Just so we know everything we need to have in this area. Alright. This is an oldie but a goodie. What has ears but cannot hear? A cornfield. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I think this should probably be out here someplace. Just thinking about this a little. That should be somewhere in there. These folks can be... Actually, these can kind of be anywhere. But I'm thinking in this area. We'll take the brine into this. The chlorine for that somewhere here too. And then we'll have to put these three guys in maybe like this somehow to make the salt. Salt would go into meat processing, which I'm going to do somewhere over here. I don't know yet, or maybe up here. We're going to have a bus coming through here with different materials on it that are needed down here. Things like the aforementioned coals, sand, and rock, among many others actually, because we're also going to have all the things for all the household appliances and medical supplies and all that kind of stuff coming through here on some sort of a bus. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But I think this space here could be easily used for the water related stuff here, so this should be okay. We'll have the brine coming this way. And I can do this to connect them all together before I forget later. And somehow I managed to make this one into a large pipe, which we obviously don't want. There we go. Nope. That's not at all what I want. Try that. Oh, no, not that either. Jeez, Wally. Delete that whole segment, please. There. 2. No. There. There. Okay. Weird. Sometimes. Is there any reason to prioritize? I don't think so, because this is going to consume 24. Each of these are going to consume 24. We're producing 96, so that should be fine. I don't think we need to prioritize anything, but if we're producing 96, we actually have to upgrade this last pipe. Or the last two segments of pipe. So this segment here and this segment here should actually be upgraded. We'll have to do all that math, though, once we get further along, because I've already placed them as Mark 1s, so we'll have to do that. This will be actually a Mark 2 pipe coming off of here. I can change that one now, because this needs to be... I don't like it going that way, though. Let's go like this instead. This needs to be 72 coming down here. 24 times 3. And then we can pull 24 off of it and go from there with 48 and then to 24. We are getting some production things here finished. I'm fine with just letting them run. We're going to deal with those eventually. Just not right now. These all can go... connect together to go someplace. I think I'll just run them this way, and then we'll have to deal with it later. You have to go to there, and then to here. And then the chlorine could be next, or we could put it down here. It kind of doesn't matter a whole lot because we either have to route the sludge past the chlorine or the chlorine past the sludge. But I think it makes a little bit more sense to put it the other way around. Because the chlorine pipe can be easily raised and lowered, more so than the sludge belts can be. Or chutes, actually. So let's pull that further over here, but not too far. This needs to be right there. That's the fuel gas. We either need to burn it or burn it off, one or the other. I think we'll do this here then. And then these belts are the compost, and for the compost, we're going to turn that into organic fertilizer, just like we're doing over here. This is all compost. This is a compost bucket where it's actually getting sent to right now, and that just gets turned into organic fertilizer here. So we'll have to deal with that. That's going to siphon off a little bit of this water, but we'll be fine with that, I hope. This will go... it's going to come down a bit. Maybe like in this area. Actually, could be there or there. Something dark side. Maybe. Yeah, that's a good spot. And then this comes out like that and connects in with the pipe coming from over there. Like this. And then into that one. This can get bumped closer now. It actually could get bumped to there. But then I want to move this back. There. Okay. This belt will come out. And we can just let it just do a natural split here. Doesn't have to be anything super fancy, except... That's not going to work. That's not going to work the way I want it to. Take those out, please. Let's move these guys down one whole tile. One tile off again, as per usual. I think it's there. Yep. This goes into there then. And then we can split this. I need to do differently then. This way. Like that. And then from here through there to there. So that'll chew up that sludge. The water will come out from here and go up and over this like that. And it could plug in here anywhere, but I think I'm going to plug it in on this side. Just so that I have both of those free. This does need to be a priority input. Because we definitely want this to get used. If this doesn't get used, then I think it'll be okay. But we definitely want this to get used. We did priority output here. So that the first of this water goes into the water facility. The chlorine from this guy, which I can just now do as a single segment pipe this way. Like that. How much water do you put out? 120. So actually that should have been a Mark II pipe. Into there, please. Still prioritized. We're going to check all of our pipe speeds and stuff, but pipes and belts, but for now that'll work. This here is going to be up to 160. How much are we actually producing over here? Here. 111. So 160 might just do it. If not, we're going to have to actually have a second water facility, which screws up my whole system. So I hope we don't have one. Yeah. Screws up my whole system. Well, or does it? I don't think it screws up the whole system. It just means I need a second one of these. Which means it screws up that whole system, but... what else is new? right, so that's a Mark II pipe that gets us up to 200 there. This can consume the 160. I guess I could boost it. It would double the throughput then. So I could boost it to get 320 out of it. Be fine. So I want to do just in order to have protection against any future insanity with coal or rock supplies. I want to have a balancer here. That could be one closer, I suppose. And I want a priority in from here. And then I want to have a few of these buckets. One for coal, one for rock, one for sand. We'll put put them like this, I think. Coal can be one of these. Rock can be one of these. Sand can be one of these. And then sand can also go up to here. Maybe I should do it right here, though. And that'll just take the priority as the filters, the filtration media, whenever we can. This is going to make 36. We only need 8, so it's going to be way overkill here. But I also want to be able to take the coal out from here. If I can, I can't. Why won't you let me do that? Interesting. That means I need to back all 3 of these guys up. So that I can do that. We'll come up. We'll go across here to this point. And then we'll come up here. And we'll go into the coal boiler instead of using a coal bucket there. That way we only have 1 bucket of coal out here. And eventually those buckets will get replaced with belts from the bus, but for now I need to have it brought in by truck. If we wanted to do this prioritized system where where we used the fuel gas from here, which is going to be no more than 15. That's not going to be anywhere near enough anyway. But we might as well burn it for something useful instead of just flaring it. I've got some error messages going on here. You all need to dump... Wait, you need to dump rock? No, you need to dump dirt. Oh, dirt. Oh, dirt. Okay. That we can fix. Let's take some of these out here. And you guys can do this. Probably not that far. And this. We can take some of these guys out here. We're just chewing away at that sand. That's good. I like it. There. And there. And there. But then I also want to say, why don't you guys also have the ability here to square this off at that height? Out to here. Like that. I'm just making things up now. I could bring it all the way out to the end if I wanted, but we'll go with that one for now. I can take these guys all out. We don't really need them anymore. Back to that point, and they can get back to work. Iron Auxiliary Mine has nothing else to do. Oh, yeah, that's good. You could continue this way, I guess. Back to work. Oh, good, they cleaned this up. I have a bit of a project I'm working on here. Technically, this wall doesn't need to be here because this is the mine, so I needed to move all of this. And I think I have now, so I think we can delete this whole wall now. But I was doing some shenanigans here. I'm trying to remember what I was doing this for. I think this needs to be a... No, it doesn't need to either. This needs to come out some amount, some distance. And then I think it becomes... Oops, dang it. I think it becomes one of these corners. Like this. Or does it? It might actually come all the way out to there. Let me think about this. This ramp's going to come down. We need to bump up against that ramp. I think it needs to come all the way out to here. So it should still have this even on the end of it. And this. I think that can come out though. Just to get rid of it. Mine this little bit here. Eventually, somebody. This wall comes out. I'm going to wait a little bit on it. I'm going to take this wall out, though. Because that definitely comes out. But I think the way this would work... Either way, I need to get rid of this sand anyways. So, we'll just get rid of it. Once these guys finish with this, I'm going to give them a new area to work right in here, and we'll get rid of that sand. Okay. Back to what we were doing over here. No, what we were doing over here. So I think this is all tied together correctly, except for this part, unless now that I've done this, can this be moved? It can be. So maybe then this can also be moved forward by one. Yeah, it's fine with that. It just was weird trying to place it. Not sure what that's all about. Not sure. And then here, I think it goes well as I hoped. It's fine. We'll just do it like that. Oh, that's why I did it. Okay, just get rid of that then. You can get rid of this too. And we can just conjunction junction these ones. And that's fine. This belt here is the salt. We need to figure out where to take that. As I mentioned, that goes into the meat processing, so we need to set up a meat processing area. Meat processing area is going to be interesting. We're currently able to eat... I don't know if that's how many we're able to eat or how many we're actually eating. I guess that's demand. 6.1. How much meat does this make? 15. Plus 6 scraps. The scraps go into sausage to make 6 sausage. One sausage per scrap. We need to have 7.4 sausages, so really it's not even enough. It's not enough meat, but we could turn some of the meat into additional trimmings using this recipe. And then as needed, as we don't need the meat anymore. So we're going to need to have 3 of these buildings, ideally. One to process to meat. One to process meat to trimmings when we need to. Which won't be very often, but when we need to. and then 1 to process trimmings into sausage. Although we could potentially do 2 of those in the same building. And I think the better way to do that would be... Well, let's see. We're using, at the moment, we're capable of using 9 out of 15 meat versus 9 out of 15 meat versus 7 out of 24 sausages. So we should combine the trimmings making and the trimmings using into the same meat food processor. So we can do this with 2 if we're smart about it. If we're smart about it. So let's start a build for this. I don't know where that's going to go. This will be just making that. Get out of the way for a minute here. Salt comes in, chickens come in. Yeah, we got a set of chicken farms too. We want to have ideally 30 chicken carcasses. Right now, these 2 farms at this level are producing 8 chicken carcasses each. So we could definitely use a 3rd chicken farm, and we want to put them all up near the max. Eggs, though, we are using at a rate of... I guess I did need to click on them all to find that. 9. And we're currently producing as many as 12. Almost 12. Which is interesting. Because I don't think we are... Where are we at here? I don't think we are. So we definitely need 3 chicken farms for this too. All right, so chicken comes in, meat comes out. We need to prioritize the meat out. We also need water for this. So yeah, we're going to be siphoning off a lot of this water, which is fine. The rest of it will go to farms, like I said. Salt in, chicken in. This building then would go... let's do control click, right? Then go over here. It would take in this recipe and this recipe in the opposite order, though. We want the meat trimmings to be turned into sausage before we make more meat trimmings. Wait. That's the... Okay, there it is. There's the inputs. So this would come out on a belt. What is it? A flat belt? Yeah, flat belt. We'll flat balance it there, so that the priority goes to the storage over here, or to the whatchamacallit here, and then we'll take whatever overflow we have and bring that down into this one. The trimmings can just come straight into there like this. And then the salt's going to need to come around from wherever it comes in from this guy into here. Now we also need to take the trimmings back from here through a balancer as well, a U-shaped balancer like this. Either way, it's rough. Where we priority in the trimmings from this, and we take the trimmings back that are reprocessed from the meat into this to be lower priority than the trimmings coming out of the first meat food processor. So that way we have the trimmings we need whenever we have any surplus meat getting processed, getting returned back into the same system here so that they can be processed into sausage. And then we'll have the salt coming in, and we'll have the sausage coming out. We'll have the meat coming out. Maybe this should be flipped, though, and I should just route them differently so that the meat and the sausage come out of the same side, potentially. Or I could just route the sausage around from the back. That might be fine, too. You're going to need flour and salt in as well. Those will come in here. Oh, wait a minute. Flour comes in on the flat belt. That doesn't work. Damn, that doesn't work. This doesn't work at all. In that case, the meat reprocessing has to be done here. Trimmings will go that way. The meat's got to come out and round this side then. And into there. But then the carcasses come in there too. I need to have used 3 buildings. There's no way around it. Dang it. It's fine. It's more workers, but it's 8 workers, so it's fine. So this... I should have done it that way. Wait, yeah, I should have. This is meat trimmings then. This one's not. Meat comes in... Trimmings go out. I think I'll put it over here. Like that. The meat can come this way then. And into there. Oh, I know why you did that. Okay. The trimmings then can come out of here. Go to here. Come up and over. Like this. This one can meet up with it. We can still put that U-shaped balancer in here. We want a priority in from this one. We're prioritying out to that one. And then we can do another one of these. Making sausage. Let's see. Put it there. We're going to take this one out this way and plug it into there. We'll have the salt and the flour coming in here. We'll have the chickens coming in here and the salt coming in here. That'll work out well. We'll just do like a single salt chute like this. It'll come in like that. Then it'll come over like that. And then the flour will come in there. The chickens will come in there. And then we can do... then I think we're good. The sausage comes out of here. And then both of those go to 2 of these food thingies. I don't care which ones. It doesn't matter which ones. So, given all of that, the salt's coming from here. We need to have the 3 chicken farms. They need water as well as animal feed. And animal feed we're going to get from surplus foodstuffs. It's not really surplus, but surplus foodstuffs. And then I think what we'll do is we'll turn what's left of that food into fuel gas and compost, like what's totally left of all the food, or into ethanol, depending on which type of food it is. And then whatever we have left that's also food that isn't turned into something else, we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with it, because I don't know. But we're definitely going to put any surplus food we can that could be made into animal feed. So, I think I'm going to do that. Let's do this. I need to keep maintaining this, otherwise it will get messy, as you saw, when nobody can dump anything. Let's go to there. I'm going to put a little bit over here just to make sure. Not there. Here. And then here. But I want to make sure that these guys are all have this little bit of space here, at least. And I may even, like I said, square this out a little bit more. I may. So let's turn this Maybe even kind of wedge it up against these, like that. That's the salt input. We could even bring that kind of this way, maybe. Let me fix this, because I don't know if it's going to fix itself. There we go. So we could bring that down this way. That would have to hop over the chicken belt, and also the water needs to come in here. The water can come above this and then tuck in. We only need to have one pipe of water here. Yeah, a small pipe of water here for this. That'll come up and over, and then come this way. We'll have kind of a bit of a water bus here, coming from this. Into there? No, that's not aligned right. Take that out, take that out. This way. Priority out there. And then it'll continue on. Eventually we'll tuck in some more water here, but there's plenty coming in because we're going to have 192 minus 48, so 144. And then we'll have some more coming in here. I don't know exactly how much because it won't be 120, but it'll be something. And then we're using, I think it'll be 130 at least here. So we need to continue this along. Actually, this should probably be upgraded to a bigger pipe. And then eventually, once we're done with all the processing water we need, then the rest of it will go to the farms. Okay, so this will come here somewhere. The chicken and the egg, which comes first. Let's bring the salt this way. Here. Like this. Up and over like that. And then I think I'm actually going to connect it to there. We'll take this one out. Take that one out. Take that one out. And I'll just connect this back like that. Although maybe this should be up so we can bring the chicken. Yeah, it should be up there. So take this out all the way down to there. Bring this along up here, at least to that point, and then it can come down into there. And then we can bring the chicken belt this way. No, I didn't. It's not going to be right. It's not going to be right. That's not exactly what I wanted to do, but this needs to be up to there. And then that's not going to connect. Oh, it is going to connect. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. That'll go to there. Chicken, salt. Is that all we have for inputs here? Flour. Flour down here. That's fine. Yep. So I'm going to bring this maybe. No, maybe. Maybe. No. No, maybe. Eggs can go up to there. Yeah, that's actually the right spot. Then these can go in times 3. I think I'll flip the last one here like this. Or that confused me worse. That's fine. These will come up to here because they're eggs. Eggs here also. And then the chicken will come this way. And plug into that guy. Like that. The eggs are here. They will come across to this one. Except you don't like that because it's, yeah. Let's come across from here a little bit just to have a stub belt. Then we can go from this one back to here. And then from this one back to this one. Like that. So we have meat, sausage, and eggs. That's our three of our 4 proteins. I don't have the soy set up yet, but I also don't know how to set the soy up yet. So we're going to leave that alone. We should probably turn this on. But we also are probably going to need to have some sort of overflow system here for the saline. Because if the saline gets to be backed up, we're going to be in a big world of trouble. So how do we want to do that? That means I need to bring the saline down to ground level and then back up again. Which means that this entire pipe probably would be the best one to do. Plus, this is one of the Mark II pipes. So we could do something like this. There, I guess, is where it'd have to be. Mark II pipe from here, up, and over, and into that. And then a Mark II pipe from here, up, and into that one. But I want it more like, not like that, more like this. And I think I want to change that one too. So we go over and up as quickly as possible. Even if it's not a nice curve, it's the curve I want. The priority output is this way. And then we need to have a rejection pipe here that goes all the way back home to dump into the ocean. So that I'll take out from here. I'm going to make it a Mark II pipe. I don't know how much we're going to actually have coming out of here, but I'll make it a Mark II pipe anyway. We'll go up 2 levels here, I think. And then like this. And that can go above this one. All the way back home. And I may add other things into this rejection pipe over time. If we have anything else we need to dump into the ocean. But for now, this should do it. Let's stop here for right now. Water. No, waste. Liquid dump. Ideally, I won't dump anything into the ocean, but saline is fine to dump if we have too much. Go there. I'm just going to let it accept everything. If I could, I would do it easier if I could. There's no select all. And it'll only just be whatever I have to make it dump. Most of this crap's never going to make it in there. You know what? Actually, no. Let's only do the thing we actually have. Because otherwise that's just foolish to check all those boxes. Which is brine. We know we're going to have brine on the rejection pipe, so... you come this way. Actually, let's do it from this side. And that way it gives me the quick early slope here. And that didn't link. Why you no work? Fine. Because of that, probably. There we go. Because they had the R off, so it didn't auto-connect. All right, when are we at? 10:45. That means I have 15 minutes left because I still do have to get to work early in the morning, or the usual early time in the morning. There's a fly buzzing around in here. November. So I think we can get some of this stuff started. So let's unpause that. I can come all the way back to here. We'll unpause that. We'll unpause this. And we'll unpause this part. That as well. Oh, we didn't figure out what we're going to do with this. Let's change this part here. And here. Let's put in the fuel burner on this side. Boiler, gas, flippity, maybe? Nope, flip it back. There. Yeah. And then we'll bring in the pipe from this. You all are going to have... Yeah, Mark 1 pipe. There. And we'll at least burn this stuff off to something useful instead of wasting it. That's going to have to go up and over. That's fine. And then it'll go a little bit closer here. Maybe to here. And then we can come down and into there. And then we need to have the coal boiler here. Want to flip it? No, I don't want to flip it. I'm just going to do 2 exhausts. Oops, I had it right there. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want the coal belt, which is here, to just be able to plug right in. And then we need to bring water in here, though. Oh, I screwed that up then. Okay, then this can't come down just that early. All the way down here, like that. We need to get the water in here first, which will come off of this pipe. Maybe. See if that works. And then you can just spaghetti your way in there like that. What if you do this and then that? That's better, I think. Okay, so what we have is we have a gas boiler that's going to burn fuel gas. We're only going to get as much as 15 out of this, probably less. We need 48 in order to get enough steam. So then that'll be supplemented by the coal burner here. And what we'll do is just have a balancer here. Connect that up. Connect this up. Connect this up to that. And then this one is, this one's going to be priority here. So the steam will come out of this pipe. Oh, we have an issue with trucks not being able to reach the destinations on some of these things because some jerk keeps building stuff. And I don't have, this isn't a slow enough ramp or a low enough ramp to make it work. We'd have to actually make the ramp difference. I think I'm just going to Unity build these things. And then I'll let you guys do this part. And this part. We need to do this. Some of the trucks won't be able to reach some of this stuff, so we'll have to deal with that. The iron auxiliary mine needs more work to do. That we can do. That we can do. I need to give you another, a different area. Here, like this. And then I want you to come over here and mine some of that crap. Actually, you should already be able to, kind of, mine that crap. Well, the problem with that is... Oh, that's not going to work. Do that. I don't like it, but that's the way it's going to have to work. The trucks are going to get stuck / confused here. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous. But we'll do it anyway. The problem with that is that it's not specifically him that's the problem with that. It's really the fact that... Well, I guess it is him. But it's really the fact that I'm the only one who could do a lot of the tasks, so it's me or nobody. Which I guess is in a way him, but because he could, yeah. Either way, it's not about the... It's not exactly about all that. Oh, they can go down here too. Okay, so they're fine. They would be fine. They would have been fine. So there's some more sand. How are you guys doing? Oh crap, this is full again already? Jeez, oh Pete's. Unpause that, please. Let's change this from that one to this one. As soon as those get built, we will be back in action on the sand collection here. Alright, so that's getting done. Oh, it's getting done better than I thought it would be. Let's get this stuff unpaused too. I'm going to go ahead and request the coal for this one, so we can get to burn in here. They're going to need... They don't need to export though, do they? Hopefully this has started to pump. Yep, it has. Hopefully these actually have water in them. Saline. Missing input. They don't have the steam, right? But they do have the seawater. So that's what we need. This has water in it. Weird that it's not full. It's weird to me. Why is that weird? These say they're full on their outputs, so we'll call that good enough then. They'll start bringing in some coal here. We should have plenty. Oh, actually, we're not keeping up with coal production. What is your problem? Yeah, you don't need to go there. Turn that off. Off, off. Off, off. Off, 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 off. Awful. I think this pipe for the water can also get brought around. I think I left some space here. Maybe I didn't. Did I not? I did not. Maybe all these need to just get shifted down by one then. That's going to be a pain in the ass. But I think it'll work out okay. Let's just delete this belt. Let's cut this whole thing right here. Now right there. Here? Nope, no, not there. There. And give it one more space. Tick. Like that. This needs to be replaced then. Yep. And this belt now... I need to change this one. That isn't right. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. This here goes into there. This one comes out to there and goes to here. This one comes out from there and goes to here. I don't think I'd connected those yet. I have no idea where the flour is going to come from. We haven't set that up yet. And then the water pipe can come from here. This way. Somehow. And into those. Probably about here, I think. Yeah. Like that. That, like that, and then the animal feed will come across underneath. All right, so coal is in here. Should be missing input. Oh, we don't have water to start this with. Dang it. Give me crap. Give me crap. All right. I have to seed this with a little bit of water to get it started. Let's do this. A couple of these guys. Unity build. And the water pipe is there. Unity build those, please. And I'm just going to do that. That way these don't cause that to back up until I get these deleted. We just need to wait for it to rain, and then we'll have water. And we'll have this thing kicked off. The boilers just need something to boil. You don't say. Okay. Oof. And turn that on. And turn this on. That. This, that. And I'll be turned on. Actually, this whole thing can be turned on. As can that. That means that this also has to come on. That's the salt belt. That's fine. Enough. You're going to be sand. And you're going to be rock. I think I left these set to... I should be allowing exports. So we can get the rock. Yeah. So you can get the rock out of there. Rock on. This is hilarious that I'm filling this hole back in. But hey, whatever works, I guess. I should change this slightly so that it's not overlapping with that. Yeah. Let's do this one like this. So they get out of that area once they get their shovels emptied. So they go back over here and work on iron. Not that we really need them to, because almost all of their trucks are full of iron right now, but that's okay too. Pickup cannot reach destination. Where are you trying to go? You're trying to pick a random... Ugh. Export off. Let's do this and that and all of these. Actually, all of these. That's fine. Because if they're going to pick up from any of these, they can pick up from those. And they're all linked together, so it'll all work out in the end. We are down to just a little bit of sand left, though, here. That's good. That and this. I think I'm going to come this way a little bit here. Again, just for the bordering there. That can come back. And you were trying to go where? No. 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 I need to deal with the compost output here, but still no. This can come this way, and then come out. And for right now... I'm just going to put it into a bucket. And I'm going to say compost. This is temporary also. Compost, there it is. Keep empty. This is temporary until we figure out how we're going to manage the compost and stuff in this new area, in this new world. Alright, so that should be okay. Yeah, we've set this up now. This is using sand. If it gets chlorine, it'll get chlorine once this gets water and gets kicked off, right? No, it's got water. You've got brine. You're not getting the, wait a minute, you're not getting the brine? Oh, that's backwards. Toggle. We also need to upgrade this pipe here. Upgrade Unity. That was for the capacity. The water pipes also need to be upgraded a lot. Actually, they don't a lot, but this needs to be upgraded. Unity. This needs to be upgraded with Unity as well. This needs to be upgraded with Unity. These are fine because we're only having 48 total coming through here. These can be deleted now because we're stable. Unity, please. The fly is on my monitor now. That's our through pipe. This should be a Mark II. This needs to be a Mark II here as well. Because this could use a lot of water. We're using how much over here right now? 133. So yeah, that way we have capacity up to 200. So if that's got water now, it does. We can unpause this. Nah. Yeah. I'm going to take this out and just replace it with a Mark II. There. No, just unpause that. Unpause that. Let's unpause this. Put those 6 people to work. We should get some of this processing. We're going to be using the sand recipe because we didn't have filtration media going yet. Oh crap, I screwed this up. Oh dear God, I screwed this up. I forgot to crush this sand into gravel. That means that that's got to get all emptied out, and I need to put a crusher in here. Alright, they'll come and get it. It'll empty it out. I always forget something, you know? At least it's not taking them long to empty it. Good thing it's only at level 2. We also don't have any teraflops running. I don't know why. Power? Wait a minute. Why is nuclear not working? Missing input of rods? How do we not have any fuel rods? We do have. No, we don't have. We don't have any steel? We don't have enough uranium pellets. What are we missing here? This is not good. This is not good. We're missing the yellow cake, which is short because of acid. That is not good. Not good at all. Uh-oh. This is not good. And why are we not making enough acid? We are. It's just not... It's just getting used. Do we have... We do have, but where do we have? What is that? Oh, slag. If we don't have much. There either. This is not good. This is not good. Well, guess what we're doing next time, folks? We're fixing power. All right. Well, let's leave this here on this nice cliffhanger. All this stuff can be turned off because we're not using it anyway now because we don't have any power. We need to figure out how to get a little bit of power going to get the base back up and running again, so that we can you know, actually get the stuff working again. But we'll figure that out next time. I might just put a little bit of coal burners in or something here where the nuclear is, and feed some steam into them to get them up and running again. But we'll figure that part out next time. So let's find ourselves a raid target. I think we'll raid Runesun again. He's playing Factorio. He is he's still doing his first playthrough. I think he took a whole week off because he was sick last week, but he's back now. Stick around for this raid, by the way. Your presence through the raid will I guess you say will makes the channel look good. Makes it look like we've, you know, we're raiding together, or we're sticking together for the raid. So stick around for the raid if you can, if you don't mind. And then we'll see you all again on Saturday for some more Captain of Industry. On tomorrow night, we have our community game night also at 9:30 Eastern U.S. time. Same time as the stream starts. Streams always start, that is. And we played just various community games, a lot of Goose Goose Duck, a lot of golf with your friends. Pop by Discord tomorrow sometime. Look in the community gaming channel and see if I've posted the poll yet. Vote for the game you'd like to play, and then pop back around tomorrow evening to play the game that wins the vote. Thank you guys for coming tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the redeems. And I will see you all again. If not talk to you tomorrow night, then I will see you all again on Saturday. Bye for now.